Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching this video. We're still excited to be sharing with you resources that we think you will benefit from as a Christian in 2021. And today we've got Wes McAdams with us, and we're excited to interview him.
So Wes runs Radically Christian. Wes, how long have you been doing that?
It has been 11 years now. I started it in 2010, so sometime in 2011 will be the 11th year. Started in 2010, so sometime in 2021 will be the 11th year.
Awesome.
Great. What was kind of the idea behind starting that?
You know, it's kind of funny. It's very similar to what you guys are doing right now. When I started Radically Christian, I was a youth minister in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I started it to be a resource website especially for teenagers, so that they could have a resource for sharing information with their friends and family and those kind of things. And it's kind of expanded over the years, but that's how it started.
Very cool.
Very neat.
So, what is the mission or purpose of Radically Christian?
I've recently changed the tagline to the website, and now it is learning to love like Jesus. Initially, I was really focused on some of the fundamental things like worship and baptism and church organization and those kind of things, and really just affirming what I believed and what everybody that I knew believed, and just sort of reinforcing those things and affirming those things. And there's certainly a place for that. And that's certainly important. But over the years, I began to challenge myself, or rather Jesus and the scriptures began to challenge me. And that became more of the focus of my website, was to challenge myself and to share my journey of challenge and share and learning and growing with other people, and to help challenge them as they continued their journey of learning to follow Jesus.
That's
awesome. Very neat.
Yeah, that's very cool. So I guess what is the benefit if I'm just, an average Christian trying to live my life, get to heaven? Like, what's the benefit of your website? How does it help me?
Yeah, I would say it really is about, if people are interested in learning and growing, then that's what I want to help encourage. And so being challenged and growing in what you believe and what you know and how you're living, all of those things are incredibly important. We can get really comfortable just with what we already believe and what we're already doing, and just feel pretty comfortable in that. And a lot of times that's attractive to have people just affirm what we already believe and what we're already doing. But I know I need people in my life who will spur me on to love and good works, who will challenge me and say, hey, Wes, have you ever thought about this way? Have you ever looked at this context? Have you ever, broadened your perspective on what this might mean? One of my big soapboxes is context. And so I'm all about especially reading whole books of the Bible in one sitting, if possible, to just sit down and read from the beginning to the end and really take in all of the context so that we understand what each individual verse means. And so that really, to me, is the benefit, is just encouraging each other, challenging each other to look at Scripture the way that the original authors intended for it to be looked at.
That's very cool. Out of curiosity, just on a side note, how long does it take to read Psalms in one sitting?
Well, that's the one book that I've not done that with. I've done that with every book of the Bible, maybe not one sitting, but one day, because some of the books, like Genesis, I think takes about 4 or 5 hours. And so I broke it up over the course of a day, but all of the books I've read in one 24-hour setting, except for Psalms, because as the name of the book implies with the S, obviously it's meant to be plural. And so each psalm is its own, not its own book necessarily, but its own song. And so as I went through all of the books one at a time, then I would intersperse that with some of the individual psalms.
Very good.
That's awesome.
Great. So, well, let's head over and we'll let you show the website to us.
Okay, well, welcome to the radicallychristian.com website. I so appreciate the opportunity to kind of show you around and show you some of the content that I've put on the site over the years. The three main categories of content are the blog, which are the articles, the podcast, which are audio episodes, and then videos. The video tab will take you straight to YouTube, to my YouTube page, youtube.com/radicallychristian. I don't make a whole lot of video content for the YouTube page, but every now and then I'll put out some different content, different videos on that, but it also links to some of the sermons and the morning devotionals that I've done for McDermott Road, but there are several videos that I've put out over the years that you can find directly from the Radically Christian website, but also the podcast, which that tab will take you to a list of all of the episodes that I've put out over the years. You can listen to them right here on the website, or you can use your favorite podcast app to find that. So whatever podcast app you use, you can click on that, or you can go to your app and search for the Radically Christian Bible Study Podcast, or you can search under my name, and I'm sure whatever app you use, you can find that. But there are all kinds of episodes. Most of them are about 30 minutes, some of them a little bit shorter, some of them a little bit longer, but we study through various topics, various books, various issues, and look at those things in light of Scripture. My co-host is named Travis Pauly, and we just do sort of an informal Bible study, and we hope that it encourages people. I'll go back to the homepage, and there's also, and this is probably the most amount of content, is the blog. So these are all of the articles that I've written over the years since about 2010, but you'll find articles on all kinds of things. Most of the articles are about 1,000 words, so that I try to keep them fairly short, and that way you can read it, hopefully get some encouragement and share it with others. But you find all of the articles here under articles, but you can also go up to the top to the tab, and it's categorized a little bit. Books of the Bible was a journey that I did through Scripture where I read each book of the Bible in one sitting, and I blogged through that, and I ended up turning those blog posts into a book. But you can find all of those blog posts there: Christian living, theology, some book reviews, church, technology, parenting. And so whatever category you'd like to look at, you can click on that, and that will take you to a list of blog posts and articles that I've done over the years on each of those subjects. And again, they're fairly short. Hopefully they are encouraging to you and the people with whom you share them. So I hope that this has been encouraging to you. I appreciate the opportunity to show you around the website. I hope you have a great day.
Well, Wes, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate all that you're doing at Radically Christian. The stuff that I've read from it is encouraging, but like you said, it's also very challenging at times. And I just appreciate the good work you're doing in that, and also in preaching and for growing the kingdom. So thank you, and thank you for being a resource that you should know. For everyone watching, thank you for watching with us. I hope that you will go over to the Radically Christian website, check out some of his blogs or podcasts, things like that, and hope that that will be a blessing to your life. Thanks for watching, and again, be on the lookout next Monday for another resource you should know. Have a great day.